as you fill it with terrifying fetish characters. Comes the game that gets by on referential internet humor almost as much as, well, we do. Undertale. Descend into an underground ruin filled with fish ladies, pun-loving skeletons, and murderous quizbots. And get ready to hug, compliment, and pet your way to a harmonious world full of peace and friendship. Or just brutally slaughter everything in sight until the streets run red with monster blood. You know, whatever floats your boat. Put on the dusty leotard of Frisk, a genderless main character with a bad case of silent protagonist, and journey through the depths of the underworld, where you'll encounter an endless parade of aggressively quirky characters, like an obsessive clingy goat woman, a depressed ghost, a nihilistic skeleton, a narcissistic skeleton, a flop-sweating nerd with an anxiety disorder, and a homicidal flower who is basically Cthulhu. Honestly, everyone's pretty up. Immerse yourself in the Game Maker RPG that reminded you that you could feel feelings. With such a good story and characters, it made people tolerate the NES-era graphics, bare-bones frictionless underworld, uninspired environments, and tedious puzzles. But come on, did you see how long that dog's neck got? Game of the year. Experience some of the most charming padding ever seen in a video game, as you ignore the plot completely while you eat trash. Appear on various TV shows. Help some guards discover their true feelings. And go on dates with several of the game's main characters. Suck on that, Mass Effect. Prepare yourself for a game that guilt trips you harder than your parents, as you spend 99% of the game defending a small child against hordes of enemies, only to be told at the last minute that you're a monster for playing an RPG like an RPG, in a twist ending that's as clumsy as an M. Night Shyamalan movie, but still works pretty well anyway. Unless you had it spoiled for you, because the internet can't love anything without destroying it. Internet. So grab your trusty stick, fill your heart with determination, and plunge into the RPG that shows even the most independent games can compete with AAA developers. At least until they ruin everything by making 47 sequels. Looking at you, Colin. Starring. That's Frisk, baby. Big Mama's House. Dumb and Dumberer. The Large Mermaid. Calcutron. Audrey 2. And Tumblr. Earthbound 2. Electric Mimaloo. Okay, I know the king is cute and all, but did you see all the children's coffins in his basement? I mean, come on. That's some straight-up Hannibal Lecter right there. Be sure to subscribe for more honest game trailers, and tell me what you'd like to hear me say in my awesome voice. Look, I just want some pants. A decent pair of pants. You've taught me everything I know about exterior illumination. Blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne. With great power comes higher electric bills. I'm gonna love and tolerate the crap out of you.